Hi there, I'm Camille Superson, co-author of the ebook Insider's Guide to Caregiver Resources. In my experience of being a caregiver for almost 10 years, I've gleaned a lot of tips and problem solvers for your everyday experiences as a caregiver, and I'd like to share these right now with you in a series of 3 videos on wound care. The first one, this one, is going to be about prevention of bed sores or bed sore prevention. Now, what you need to do first of all on a daily basis is examine your patient. Now, many people who are in bed and are bed bound usually are victims of stroke or arthritis or any number of debilitating diseases. So it's really important that you examine your patient twice a day. Now, you might think this is a little bit over preventive, but I can tell you that preventing a bed sore is so much easier than having to deal one once you have one, because it is massively time consuming. Now, how do you examine the patient? Well, first of all, you have to find out what are the areas that are prone to bed sores in the first place. So I'd like to go over them with you right now. Any bony prominence that a person has, like the back of their neck, or between the shoulder blades, or between the knees, or their hip joint, or their ankles, or their heels, those are really prone to having bed sores. One of the prime areas of having a bed sore is the tailbone. And the tailbone is so prone to this, I can't even begin to tell you. So what do you look for? What you look for, let's say you get up in the morning and you examine the patient. When you examine the patient, you're going to look for areas of pressure type points. You know, when you get up in the morning and you have like your head is all smashed together and you have the reddened areas and the indented areas and your face is red on the side or pink, that's what I want you to look for. I want you to look for the areas that are red or pink and that you know that there has been pressure on that point. And I really want you to pay attention to that, because those areas definitely are prone to having a bed sore. And a bed sore, for those of you who are experienced, you know that that bed sore can manifest almost instantaneously, and it can grow into something larger and out of control in a matter of days. So what you're going to do is look for those areas. And so you make a note of them. Pay attention. Let's say that your loved one has socks on or little footies or something like that. Really important, twice a day, that you take those footies off, that you look at their feet, you look at their ankles, you look between the knees, because a lot of times if they're lying on their side and their knees are together, those areas get very warm, moist, perspiration forms, and you can form a sore, a blister, any number of things like that. So those are the things you look for first. Again, twice a day, be cautious. Number 2, pay attention to the mattress. What kind of mattress are you using? Now, there are various types of mattresses out there. There's the foam type, there's the egg crate type, there's the kind that you blow up, but there's a special mattress also called an alternating air mattress. And what that alternating air mattress is little pockets. There's little pockets all throughout the entire mattress that randomly inflate and deflate in a totally random fashion, so there's not direct pressure on the same area for any extended period of time. I found those to be absolutely the very best in terms of prevention. And on that same note, be very careful too that when you monitor the patient, that you turn them, you turn them frequently to get pressure off of the body. Now, the third thing is you want to pay attention to pillows. Okay, why are pillows important? Pillows are very important because they act as support. And that's the biggest thing that pillows will do. And not only that, but they also sometimes, like if you put a pillow between a person's legs, when they're lying on their side, it separates the knees, so there's not that direct pressure knee to knee that has the potential of forming a bed sore. So what I want you to do when you purchase pillows is, what kind do you purchase? I'll tell you the ones to stay away from. You want to stay away from foam, and you want to stay away from feathers. Feathers are down, because both of those cause heat and warmth to the body, and then the heat and warmth then makes the skin perspire, and then the perspiration makes the skin break down. So what I would suggest, depending on what parts of the body that you're going to use them, and we'll discuss that in another video when we talk about positioning, is you want pillows that are pretty sturdy in the sense of supportive. Like, for example, if you were putting a pillow behind a person's back, I would suggest something like a buckwheat pillow, but we'll go into that at a later date. But you also want, like I said, you want to be able to separate the knee, maybe put a pillow between the ankles and any other place that there might be direct pressure. Okay? So that's the third thing. The fourth thing that I think is really important for you to be aware of is using cotton. Cotton is very important in the bed linens, and cotton is very important in terms of the blankets that you put on the patient. Now, I suggest, and the things that I used with my mother, was the hospital cotton blankets, that you see in hospitals all the time. They're really easy to obtain, and they're relatively inexpensive to purchase. So the skin breathes, and you can layer them. So if it's winter or something of that nature, if there's a chill or a draft, you can layer the blankets because they're thin enough, and that would provide insulation for the patient, but it still allows the patient to breathe. And if it's summertime and they need to be cool, you can also drape it like a tent and make them really cool because the air can circulate.
Hello, my name is Stephanie Trent, and I'm one of the co-authors of The Insider's Guide to Caregiver Resources. We hope you found this video helpful and informative. To receive a series of free videos on various caregiving topics, please visit us at www.bestcaregiverresource.com/info.php. See you there.